And even if you have, and we always try to educate our customers, and I mean, bless my staff, they're ninja warriors. I mean, they like, you mentioned like the turnaround time for for quotes. They have to have a quote back like within hours. Like there's no like, oh, I'll get it to you next week or tomorrow. No, like we all work at the same pace, and they're amazing. But yeah, there are different factors. If somebody comes in and they have like, so I talked to a potential client earlier, and she needed an SR22. And so then my job is to kind of coach them and say, okay, SR22, you can buy it anywhere, right? Like we really don't. That's that means she needs a bond on her car insurance because like she can't, she's got something going on with her driving record and she needs a bond. So my job is to kind of coach them through that and say, okay, this is how you get to a preferred auto rate. This is how you get the best possible rate. And that's who we want as a customer. We want you to have the best possible. We want it for you, but we also want it for us, because the indemnity business, it comes and goes, and they sometimes people just come in to get insurance to go to court and then they disappear or whatever. So, but we want people to be preferred customers and get the best rate possible. So the bundling is the biggest factor, but also like, cleaning up the driving record and that kind of thing.
So do you do credit checks when you do insurance quote for people?
Most of the companies that I know of run some sort of credit. Now, we don't see a traditional credit score like a 700 or whatever. We see what's called an insurance score. So it's a composite of the keys to the kingdom, and especially in auto insurance, are your continuous prior insurance. So if you have 5 years of continuous prior auto insurance without a lapse, that's great. Okay. It does touch on your credit, and we run a light credit hit. We don't see a traditional score like a 700. It's a composite of these three things. But credit is used by most companies now in buying decisions. Mm-hmm. It just is. And then unfortunately, until somebody steps in and says, you can't do it anymore, right, it's going to be what it is. So, prior insurance, the credit, and also like your driving record then is the third thing. And those things are, those are the kind of the keys to the king to getting a good rate.
So for home insurance, do they run the same things?
They do run the MVR, and Allstate just really started that a few years ago.